Happy New Year, everybody. Matt Bailey here with a special report from the music universe. I have Buddy with me, editor-in-chief Buddy Iahn. I'm in my very much turned off studio. You can see TV. You can see the reflection of the room, that everything's in flux here, getting ready, making some big changes for the premiere of Weekend Notes, the 2021 premiere of Weekend Notes later this month. But right now we have a special report. Buddy, Blake Shelton is in a little bit of hot water, isn't he?
Matt, he is. He debuted a new song called Minimum Wage. It was a love letter to fiance Gwen Stefani, and he did it on NBC's New Year's Eve. And he's being called tone deaf due to the nature of the lyrics and the state that the country's in right now.
What's that lyric in particular? You have it in the article.
Yeah, Shelton sings, "Girl, your love can make a man feel rich on minimum wage," and many are lashing out at him because he's a multimillionaire. She's obviously a multimillionaire, and they're singing about people making minimum wage whenever the country's in the crisis that it is with the job loss.
Right. It's just a poor analogy, and he should have understood that. I mean, there are so many other analogies you could have thought of if it weren't so late at night and I weren't out all afternoon covering some other things. I probably could think of three or four right off the top of my head. I mean, analogy love songs are some of the most common love songs in the world. He's not breaking any new ground with this song. There was no reason to perform it publicly. He could have just kept it for her. But Ronnie Dunn actually came to his defense and said, essentially, artists speak from the heart, and are supposed to speak from the heart and speak for the common man, no matter what they make and no matter their success. What do you think of his response?
I'm with Ronnie on this. I mean, I think it's kind of the state of the country that they're going to find something to complain about. Now, that doesn't put anybody down who is, making minimum wage or who's out of work. It's just a song. And Ronnie, came to his attention, came to his defense and said the beef, is yet another misguided social issue. He called it a cultural scam that are concocted to further divide this country. And he's putting his money where the common sense of the common man to call bullshit on the forces at work to keep this country divided. Now they want to attack country singers for being successful. He goes on and saying, he wishes he would have wrote the song and even signed it American-made country music singing songwriting millionaire some bitch.
you know, Look, it is just a song. And I think the backlash is a little overblown, but timing is everything. And I think country music, more so than other genres, has always had its finger on the pulse of the heartbeat of America. So I think what people are reacting to is not so much the song, because it's a harmless song, and like you said, it doesn't demean workers in any way. It's a harmless, but it's the timing that I think got people riled up. When you have something as beautiful and heartfelt and heartbreaking as 6 Feet Away. I also know Garth released a pandemic single that's only up on YouTube, which is a protocol break from him that we can discuss at a later time. But that's we called "We Belong to Each Other." The name just came back to me. And then even the Big and Rich, the Stay Home, the song about the
Yeah.
toilet paper, adding a little bit of levity. That is country music with its finger on the pulse of what's going on in the nation and writing to the heartbeat of the country. This goes against that a little bit, and I think that's why you have some of the backlash. So, Blake, you didn't pay attention to the timing, and you kind of welcomed the Twitter mob on yourself, but Twitter mob, you got other things to worry about. You have millions of protesters here in D.C. tomorrow for this House vote count. I think that's a little more important to hone in on whatever your opinion of that might be than what a millionaire country star is singing. So both sides at fault and both sides can be defended.
I I understand. I can see that side of it. But yeah, I think everybody just personally looks for a reason to complain, and now
Yep.
Blake is at that point where he's being attacked for just doing what he does. And, he's just trying to bring entertainment to people, he's not trying to be something he's not, but he's also trying to relate to everybody. And that's what country music is as well. It's very relatable. They didn't grow up with as millionaires. They came into it as their success gains. So I could totally see where he's coming from with that.
Exactly. Well, that's our special report. If you like these little informal, little quick bites ahead of the usual Saturday 15, 20-minute weekend notes, let us know. Also, follow the Music Uni. It's at the Music Uni on TikTok. And let us know what you think over there. See if you want us to go live and just come on and follow us and talk everything music. But that's it for today.